know that getting meals in one of the best restaurants isn't cheap? So hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Kinkdiva and I am fresh. Alright guys, so real quick, I'm going to be talking to you guys today about, from the title you can already tell what we're talking about today. Well, today we're going to be talking about financial tips and just a few tips that I've been able to apply for myself. Let's just see 2019 so far. What are my financial tips? What are the financial advice I can give someone younger than myself? Obviously, let's get right into the video of today. Okay guys, so the first thing is, do you earn money? If your answer is positive, then it means you need financial tips. You need financial advice, at least from somebody that has had some level of experience. People's financial experiences are different. There are people with more financial experiences than myself. There are people with less financial experience than myself. So basically, you should be looking to find out as much as you can find. 2019 has been a year where I've learned a lot about finances. Now, one way or another, if you don't have good information about finances, you would totally just not know how to handle things. So one of the things that I've tried so much to apply and has really been beneficial to me is, it's not how much you earn that really matters. It matters, don't get me wrong, but it's how much you can keep that also matters more. Now, how much you can keep matters more because that's how much you can keep. You can't be earning so much and not keep anything. And somebody might be earning so little but keeping a lot. And over time, their own savings or their own accumulation of cash or accumulation of money could even still be more than yours. But in the real sense of things, we're not really looking at just only accumulation of money or accumulation of cash. We're also looking at how much more you can replicate this money, how much more you can turn over this money. If you hear a sound in the background, that should be my neighbors or my fan, so please ignore it and listen to me. Okay, so basically, when you accumulate money, it's a good thing, but your thought should be more on how can I multiply this money. And when you're looking to multiply your money, you should be looking at platforms where you can multiply money legally, first of all, because you don't want to run 100% risk of losing all your money. Platforms where you can multiply your money in a stipulated time, not a time that is unlimited. Maybe 6 months, you know how much you're supposed to get back. Maybe 1 year, you know how much you can get back, or even 3 months, depending on what platform exactly. And no matter how much or how little the returns may be, it's always better to be multiplying your monies than to not multiply it at all. Because no matter how much you have, if you just keep taking, that's all that there's going to be. Another tip is, know what you need and spend what you need. Spend what you want at least maybe 20 to 40% of the time, if you must. But 20% of the time, if you ask me. Reasons being that if you spend what you need, you have a higher chance of having much more savings. You have a higher chance of having more money in accumulation than when you just spend on only the things you want and also the things you need. Now, the things you need could range from your living expenses to your feeding, to your transportation, to your utility bills, your rent, and things like that. But what you want could be a trip, to a certain place for a getaway, maybe for 2-3 days. That could be what you want. It could be a very cool, expensive dress that you just can't get out of your head. It could be a nice treat to go eat something really lovely. For the foodies that are out there, I'm one of them. I love good food. So for people that love good food, They could necessarily just want to take themselves out and have, you know, meals in one of the best restaurants, and you know that getting meals in one of the best restaurants isn't cheap. So basically, and then it could range from one thing to another depending on your level of financial ability or capacity. It could be maybe you want to change your car, it could be maybe you want to change your housing where you are living at the time, it could be so many other things, and those things could just be wants. Meanwhile, you could make do of what you have for at least a much more longer time. You delay your gratification, okay? When you delay your gratification, you realize how much you have been able to accumulate. Another tip is quantify. I learned from one of my friends, you make your hair a lot and then you make your hair by yourself. You style your hair yourself, you put your installations yourself. You've been doing that over time. And I was like, yeah. And I think I'm saving money on that. Because when I ask questions around for like how much it costs to braid my hair, how much it costs to just wash my hair, the prices I was hearing were well above 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira, 5,000 naira. I mean, just a regular average store. We're not talking about like the big stores in town, okay? We're talking about just average stores. They charge that much. And now this is something I do for myself. I wash my hair myself, I style my hair myself, I literally make my hair myself for years now. I mean, even literally above 3 years now. I can't remember the last time I went to sit down for someone else to make my hair. It's been ages. I can't even remember. Do you get? It's been well over 3 years, maybe even going to 5 years now. And so one thing she told me was quantify your savings. Like in this regard, quantify what it is you're doing for yourself. Thing is, if there are things you do for yourself that you ought to have paid another person, literally pay yourself that money. Take the money out and put it into your savings. That way you can quantify that, okay, over a period of time I've been able to style my hair, make my hair, wash my hair, and each time I do this I charge myself so and so, as though someone else was doing it for me, and this monies go to my savings. That way you can realize that you're quantifying what you are saving. Like you're quantifying the services you render to yourself that someone else should have gotten a pay for. Alright guys, so these are the few tips I wanted to share with you guys today. I don't want this video to be too long. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. It's your girl Presh, and this is Kinkdiva. Peace. Bye.